I am the voice of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, and you're listening to the Game Fix podcast.
All right, partner. You know what time it is.
Let's go crazy! Crazy!
Hello, welcome to another edition of the Game Fix podcast. I'm Spanish.
And I am Verlaine. Make sure to check out our website, gamefix.ning.com, if you're not already there hanging out. And our live stream goes on at twitch.tv. Also, Mixer, just add GameFix to the end of that.
Yes, to name a few. Also, follow us on our social medias. Just search for @GameFixShow. It's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, MySpace.
Sublime Directory.
But yeah, search for @GameFixShow. You'll find us definitely. There is a lot to talk about this week, and actually, it's kind of changed of pace because the last couple of weeks we haven't really talked a lot of Overwatch, other than we kind of play it. But there's really hasn't been a lot of news. Junkenstein's Revenge, maybe, but like there hasn't been a lot. But that we need to get into something, and actually something that's kind of related, but not to Overwatch. And people are kind of confused, I think is a good word for it.
Well,
but
I actually... Never mind. Go ahead.
What?
Go
No. What are you
on.
going to say?
No, I'm not. I'm going to save it.
Okay, save it. Okay, save it. Yeah, that's cool. So, and then also a couple things I want to get into. I know the Xbox One had an update, so we'll touch on that a little bit. Also, there's something hiding inside the Xbox box. What's hiding in there? Where's it at?
There's always an Easter egg.
It's hiding, and we're going to let you know what that is. And also, we want to talk about, by the end of the show, we're going to get into the Black Panther trailer.
Released today.
Yeah. So let's get into that. But before we do all that, let's talk about what we've been playing. Verlaine, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Again, I have a feeling that we've been playing the same games. For one, Fortnite. I've been playing Fortnite. Yep. You've been playing Fortnite. Fortnite got a little update. They added the leaderboards now. Well, they're back. I guess they were around. They took them off for a little bit, and they're back. So everything that you did earn during the no leaderboard posting time is on there. It kept track anyways.
Yeah, it saved it. So that's
which is good because I started playing and I'm like, you know what? I really don't care if I get first place right now because there's not even anything keeping track, But now there is. So now I like seeing that one win because it's sweet. It's hard to win a game like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they added things like some of the weapons have stats, but I'm not really picky. I have certain weapons that I like, and no matter what color they are, I don't care. Like it's one of those games where I don't have time to worry about, I'm not going to refuse a fucking weapon because its level is low.
It's a weapon's a weapon at that point if you have none. So yeah, I get that.
So a lot of other stuff is going to be happening in the game, definitely. I don't know what, but it can stay the same right now. And
I do know that me and Jack from Candair did get a win, however.
Oh yeah, I saw your video on that.
Yeah, we played some duo, and we got a win. So we were pretty psyched. We were pretty excited.
It does feel good to win that game.
It does, dude. Like, and I got to actually watch you win. We played duo the one time, so technically it actually gave me the win. You know that?
Yeah, because we were a team. I didn't know that.
I died probably at like what? There was 10 guys left, and I died.
Not too far before.
Yeah, so then you came out and you got the win, so that was cool. But yeah, then I got the one with Jack, so that was cool. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about
that. Do you have anything to add about Fortnite?
I still enjoy the game. I think I've said this before, that I have a feeling this game is going to be one of those games that I just keep playing. The coolest part about it is it's a free game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's an actual free game that's out right now. Well, at least one part of it is free. And it's really a lot of fun. If you haven't played with your friends yet, this is really one of those games that kind of feels I don't want to say like the real thing. I think that's going too far, but
It's-
it feels good though, right? Like
It is.
because like especially if you play with other people, you kind of have to watch each other's back, and it's just a cool strategy game, and I'm just glad that we got a chance to play it, and we are still playing it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to remain free, and the other part, the zombie fortress part and whatever they just added, that's going to be free too eventually.
Okay,
So
cool.
paying for it just lets you kind of play it first, and they let you know that. They
Yeah.
don't try to con anybody. But this game, yeah, if you haven't tried it, you're an idiot. At least download it and try it.
Yeah, it's not a huge file, that's for sure, but
Yeah,
like
not at all.
I would say it's totally worth it. Totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Absolutely. And the other game,
There's another game that
yeah, a game that
What's-
we didn't expect to even be playing. Thanks to my friend
Right?
Sean overseas. I guess he had the game. He pre-ordered it, but then he got an Xbox bundled with it. So he gave me the code. I gave you the code because we share.
yeah,
And
so
that
then we get the
game is Shadow of War. All right, so I played the first one extensively. So I want your opinion
Oh, yeah.
on this game.
That's fine because I will see that I'm kind of on the same page, so I want your opinion. Go. No, I'm just kidding. No, the game itself, because I mean I played the first one pretty extensively. I didn't buy it, although I did rent it for like a month. I think I had it for.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I just didn't buy it, but I played a lot of that game when I had it. This time I actually have it, so I'm going to play even more of it. I love. Dude, you know me. I love, what do you call it? The fighting style.
Like rhythm combat.
Rhythm combat.
If
Thank
it's
you. I
even
couldn't.
called that,
For
but-
some reason, it was there, and I couldn't think of it. Yeah, like rhythm combat, like Batman games, anything like that. I know. Well, yeah, Link was playing Mad Max earlier, so that's kind of a rhythm combat game too.
Yeah.
But I haven't played that yet. I would like to play that. But anyway, yeah, Middle Earth: Shadow of War. Man, I love sneaking up behind people and taking them out. There are so many different abilities in this game that they added from the last game, and I'm pretty excited to kind of like check them all out. Did they have the one thing I wasn't sure though? I wanted to ask you though. Did they have the bow and arrow, like where you shoot the bow and arrow, but then you end up where the arrow is?
No, that's new.
That's new. Okay, good. That's what I thought because I was like, I don't think I remember that. What a cool ability. Yeah, if you haven't had the game yet, like because you're pretty much two characters. You're Talion as the human, and then you're Celebrimbor, which is the best name in a video game.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like I don't know, at least I think. And you could do a lot of things like a ghost would be able to do. Like when you disappear in the weeds or like in the tall grass,
Yeah.
you become the rat. Like it's cool. Like I'm like, oh, that's neat. Yeah, but the one ability as I'm talking about, like, yeah, with your bow and arrow, which the bow and arrow is new or not?
No, see, the original ability which you unlock actually after this one is you can shoot fire and it explodes.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
now you're shooting
Yes.
it, but you're ending up there exploding it even more.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not
pretty
only
sweet.
that, but you have like you have like your alt ability where you click L and R together, and you just, dude, I don't even at this point I haven't really figured out the control of that move yet, because like I just kind of almost button mash when that happens because
supposed to.
he kills everybody around.
Yeah, you're just pretty much going in every direction shooting arrows. Like just all over
Yeah,
the
like
place.
no one can even get to you. Very cool. A lot of fun in this game. I can see myself playing it a long time. That's where I'm at. What about you, Verlaine?
Well, the first one, like I beat like 2 or 3 times. It's one of those games like The Force Unleashed where I uninstall it after I beat it, and then like months, maybe a year down the road, I'll install it again and play through from the beginning.
Yeah.
In this case, I had it originally, and then I think I might have gotten rid of it. I don't know what the hell. I had got the Game of the Year edition, so it had all the DLC, which is sweet because then you get to play Celebrimbor's origin story. But this game is the perfect sequel. It's what happens when you don't rush a sequel, because you go in and they didn't dumb you down enough to where it's like, what the hell happened to all my powers? Like, you're still, I feel strong as shit. Like right now, I can still like, I'm pretty like good at the fighting. Like I don't even need to upgrade my stuff. But they also added abilities which don't really get in the way of the other abilities you already had. So like there's the ability where you can attract a guy when you're holding on the ledge, so he comes over to you, right? Well, you can get the ability where instead of just pushing Y to attract, you hold Y. Have you got that ability yet?
No,
and
I haven't.
Celebrimbor like stays as a ghost and ends up like shooting up, and you stay where you are. But it's cool. But they added a lot of good, like awesome abilities. The enemies are way more like, they went really in depth on the characters that the game generates. You know, all the captains and the war chiefs, like there's more dialogue, there's more interaction. The way that their weaknesses and strengths, there's different ones now. It's absolutely, if you liked Shadow of Mordor, then you will love this game.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the perfect sequel to a game.
I tend to agree. There's the things you can do in this game, and obviously we like games that, you know, when you have like amazing abilities. This game takes no exception, because like this, there's so many things you could do that you kind of wish you could do in real life.
Yeah,
I think whenever I play a game, I don't know, I'm just a big nerd, but like whenever I play a game, I'm just like, man, what would it be like to actually be in that situation? You know, like take Horizon Zero Dawn, for instance, which is crazy to be in something like that. But like, would I survive? I guess I would have to learn how to use a bow and arrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe probably wouldn't survive in that. But with this, I could just like, it's just so cool. Like, and I can't wait to. So far, I've been able to control they're not like the big dogs. What are they called?
Oh,
the Kembors, or the, what is it?
Kargoth or something.
Kargars or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, they're like they look like cows pretty much. And I've gotten the ability to ride them. Yeah, so, and I know there's ability to ride other animals, so I'm actually looking pretty forward to doing that.
Yeah, you'll be able to ride
there's like a dragon that I know that you can kind of.
I don't know. See, the biggest change of this game is the upgrades.
Oh my!
Before it was just a branch, and you just unlock an ability, like the ability to do something. But in this one, you unlock these abilities, and you have more. You have more abilities, it looks like, to upgrade, but each upgrade has 2 to 3 other upgrades that you can you activate one out of them, but depending on the situation, you can just like upgrade your sword to do more damage, but you know, you might not need that, and you can put another upgrade on instead, and it'll, you know, suck life out of them if you use it.
Yeah.
There's also using different weapons. Have you gotten the hammer? Somehow I got a legendary weapon, and it's the glaive that he uses to hit the ring. So now I have the bow, but for a while I just had the glaive.
No, yeah, it's B. You hit B, and it's like a stun, but he uses his hammer.
No. Instead of pulling out my bow and arrow, I pull out the hammer.
Oh, I see.
And
no, I have not gotten that.
If I charge it fully and I throw it and hit the enemy, it explodes. Like when you do the fire thing, it explodes all around and lights them on fire. And the fire in this game,
I haven't played a lot of the storyline yet. I've just been going around killing chiefs, and
that's what I did, and somehow I got it. Like kill the chiefs with their weaknesses. But yeah, I just stumbled across it. I'm only on like, I don't even know how far, not very far in the story, because I keep getting distracted.
I think I'm like the fourth story,
like the cinematic,
whatever. Yeah. That's all I'm at.
And the fire in this game, it's really sweet because it actually spreads. Like in Grand Theft Auto 5, Like if you shoot an arrow on the ground, the fire will spread, which adds a whole other element to even fighting because you have to avoid it. But because it spreads, more enemies are going to run through it and everybody's going to be on fire. And in fact, there's an ability that you can get where when you're on fire, randomly you'll just burst out like fire rings, like, you know, like if you hit the fire, how it like explodes out. Like that's one of the abilities, is that it just does that.
Okay.
Dude,
Wow.
yeah, the
Okay,
game is
that
sweet.
takes a while.
It's very
You
cool.
almost have to plan for that because you throw the fire arrow, then you have to kind of set yourself on fire, right?
Yeah, or run through. Yeah,
Man.
just during a battle, run through fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, get this game if you don't have it. It's amazing. It's sweet.
That's cool. All right.
They
that's
need
good.
to add.
It's fun.
They
telling
need
you.
to add like online co-op. I mean,
Oh.
that should be on their radar because right now you have AI people that you can fight with, and that's
Right.
a step in the right direction.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be sweet. We could jump in and just kill a bunch of war chiefs, like for funsies.
They'd go on forever.
It would go on forever. You've also been playing some Overwatch. I know
Yeah,
that.
dude. Right before the show, I
what-
passed 25.
And like, you were telling me that you guys were playing a custom game.
Yeah.
You need to tell our listeners what you've been playing because it's very interesting and sounds a lot of fun. I think I want to get in on that.
Okay, so we were playing a custom Junkenstein's Revenge, but
Cool.
we had all of the cooldowns set to 0. We had like 500 life or whatever, 200 life. The bullet speed was set up. So I was Junkrat. I couldn't aim because shooting his rocket, regular primary fire, it would go straight but kind of up. So my reticle wasn't even with where it was really going because it generally lobs anyways. But like his mine would shoot out. It would just shoot out like a rocket. So would his traps. You just shoot his trap out and it's straight line. Like it was cool. Unfortunately, the bad guys had those. So when it came to the robots would never break through the door. But the heroes that would come to fight us had the same no cooldowns, ultimates like every kill. So it would get to like impossible. Eventually, like you'd have like 4 or 5 Reapers running around. Symmetra just goes nuts shooting shields. Like the whole place is just full of shields nonstop, covering the whole area. It's
Man.
crazy.
I guess that's like, you know, because obviously it's the computer doing it.
Right.
But you would do that in real life if you had the ability to do it.
Yeah, and the computer's pretty smart, I think, or programmed well because, you know, Roadhog knows, like, you know, that you have 0 cooldown time and whatever the hell happens, he'll just nonstop drink his health. You know, a Reaper will be in shadow mode the whole time. Like, you have to, like, figure out how to do that. Like, Sombra's a good one. Just to stop them from doing that shit. But yeah, it's cool. I never even thought to do that. Plus, you get experience for it.
Oh yeah,
Like when you do custom games, you get experience. So it's pretty sweet.
that's fun.
Yeah, you just don't unlock
Yeah, I'll
achievements.
jump. I was like, what?
I said you just don't unlock achievements.
Oh well, yeah, that's fine.
Dog.
That's fine. I'm not worried about achievements. What's the point? It's just Overwatch. It's the same game. The only thing you're getting are skins.
Yeah,
Like, who cares? I don't know.
you're right.
Skins don't do anything for me.
I like my skin.
I don't know.
Protects my bones.
Yes, but speaking of skins, maybe there's another game where the skins look somewhat like another game, and it'll probably get you sued. I think that's a good way to put it. If you have, if you don't know about this story, it's not that big right now. But I'm telling you, this is something that I think is going to get more and more people need to know about. This is where I'm at. If you haven't heard, Blizzard, the creator of Overwatch, is suing a Chinese developer called 4399. I don't know why that's what they went with, but okay, it could be like their house number, who knows. But they made a game for your phone, for your cell phone, and and it's called Heroes of Warfare, which is a terrible name, by the way.
It sounds like if I just read
It
that
actually
title, I'd be like, what?
What's that?
I said if I read that name in a description without saying anything, I would be like, what the like, I wouldn't even bother with it.
It sounds like a shitty mobile game, right?
Yes.
Like I don't know what's the Arnold Schwarzenegger one,
I don't know.
which a lot of people play. Yeah, I don't, whatever it is, but I don't play a lot of mobile games other than like I play Clash.
Yeah.
It's fun, whatever. But you know, I'm not religious with it. Whatever I play when I feel like I want to play it, whatever. But I did want to play. I want to try this because I wanted to see what the fuss was all about, and it's available to download right now for free. You could download this. You don't get every character though, so it's not like that of Overwatch that has all the characters already for you.
Right.
You have to buy the characters, so you get the game for free, but you get a few characters for free as well. But this game, and tell me, does this game look like Overwatch to you?
Oh, absolutely. Like, this is Overwatch. I'm showing it right now. So, one of the levels that they show is the well, Ilios. If you play
Ilios,
Overwatch, the well. Like, it's like they've taken it and just took the bare frame and used it. Or they just put the walls together and mapped out exactly. It's not as detailed.
No details, but the
absolutely.
same layout. Even the blue ring that's around the the actual point that you have to get, which is exactly the same, is the same color and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
It's a blatant ripoff. It really is.
Right, but you can't think that these guys did it. See, I don't think it was something malicious because it would be a shit game. Like, this game looks fun. If I had it on my phone and I had a joystick or a pad, I would play it. Absolutely. Like, whenever I was away from... but I don't think it was done with bad intent.
I downloaded it on my phone. Like I said, I've played it.
Well, keep it, because it might get
because
yanked.
you're using the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I guess I could hook my controller up to it and give it a go. Maybe I'll do that.
Look,
just to try it.
You gotta think there's no game like this on mobile, obviously. So, somebody wanted it. It was a good idea, and Blizzard probably won't make it because they don't do mobile games, at least not like this. So that could have been their thought.
A mobile.
I think their biggest mistake was solely the level design, because as for characters,
stop right there. It's not the level design.
Some of the icons have been taken. Okay. But the level, because it can't be the characters. Look at Paladins, dude. Paladins, we compared them, and even like, the gameplay.
They weren't the same characters. They had different abilities. They had a different like this or different that.
Right.
It had variation. It wasn't exactly the same. Like, take for instance, the one character in this mobile game in what's it called again? Sorry. The Heroes of Warfare, it's Clark, and it's a direct ripoff of McCree.
Right,
he has the stun, he has the regular shot, and he also has the sick shot. The bop 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 bop.
Right,
it's the same thing.
Right,
and
okay.
he also his ability, his alt, which they have an alt in there, and you have to get up to that point to have it. He targets and then shoots. It's high noon, man. And then there's another character named Alan, which has the exact same. The only variation, Alan is pretty much the same as Soldier 76.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing different is he doesn't have a community health. He has a shot for himself. That's it.
So he heals himself either way.
Just heals himself. Right, but he doesn't heal anybody else. But like, it's the same thing. He has the rockets. He has the machine. The gun, everything.
Right, okay. So in Paladins, there is a dude, I don't know his name, but he's a dragon, and I used to use him. He had a rocket launcher, a button that let you shoot up really fast, and another one that was a jetpack that let you slowly. That's Pharah.
which is fair.
But and now my point is, when it comes to that, first of all, the characters are like, as characters, as personalities, they're different. Their move sets, I don't think that would hold up in court, because then people can start suing, like Street Fighter can sue Mortal Kombat for having a roundhouse kick in for a guy. Like, or move sets. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of games that use certain move sets. Not saying that it couldn't be, but I think it would be harder. I think their biggest case right now is solely the level design and some of the icons, because
It's exactly the same.
Because Paladins, I mean, you can say, okay, they went around it by blending characters. One dude's half Reinhardt, half Roadhog, whatever the hell. But their level design, and it was nothing like this. And Overwatch itself was a clone of Team Fortress Classic, and with Torbjorn is exactly the engineer and the same moveset. Put a turret out, switch to hammer. You had a gun that shoots, and your hammer fixes the turret.
Right.
So I think it's the level design, and here's the silver lining. This is proof to all you Nintendo people that it is possible for Overwatch to be dumbed down enough to work on the Nintendo Switch.
Interesting.
Mobily.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
You
a good
know?
point.
And nothing stops Blizzard from, instead of being solely like, F you, to, hey, man, how about you guys work for us? We get all of your stuff. We won't sue you and destroy your lives. Instead, you'll be working for us, and you will make this an official Overwatch mobile game, and everybody will make millions.
That's not how this works, dude.
Should.
That is such like let's just everybody get together and hold hands in harmony. Like, that's never gonna happen, dude.
Dude,
Never gonna happen.
It's happened before, totally. They could see this and be like, look, you already have the game established. We can pay. Essentially, they're paying for it, but instead of now finding this and saying, hey, we want to buy this, they're like, hey, we won't sue you, and we own it. And go somewhere with it. Even if it doesn't involve the company, go somewhere with it. Find out how many people are actually playing it. And, I mean, this would be great to be a mobile game. Again, I don't think they would really bother with it.
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
a
so
whole
either.
nother
I don't
department,
think.
a whole nother, like,
I know. Yeah, I know a
business
lot of
aspect.
Blizzard guys that would be like, no, I'm not playing that on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. The other difference is it's not 6-on-6; it's 5-on-5. That's probably because the game is small and they didn't have enough to get that extra guys in the game.
Yeah.
I can get that. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take, but like I said, it's available right now if you want to try it on Google Play and on the if you have an iPhone. There is, what is it, the Mac Store, the Apple Store,
I don't know.
something. Yeah,
I would fucking Windows
it's a
phone.
free download. Just give it a try. Tell us what you think, though. Yeah, like drop us a line. Be like, dude, I played that game and I hated it, or I thought it was a direct riff-off. I blah blah blah. I love it. Or Overwatch ripped off Heroes of Warfare.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
were
know.
out first.
Maybe they did. You don't know.
I don't.
I don't think that's the case, though. But yeah, I want to see more about this. Because this is just recently came out. So I want to see if what type of settlement they come to, because they're going to have to. They're not going to be able to go against Blizzard. I'm sorry, it's not. They have no case here.
Unless there's some international loophole because it's China.
Yeah,
there might be a rule.
I don't know, man. I'm sure Blizzard knows about that rule.
Yeah,
sure their lawyers are very aware. So I don't know. But you can't let this go. I'm sorry. You just can't.
It's fucking Overwatch.
I'm on. Yeah, fucking Overwatch. You mentioned Nintendo and how they do things. Well, there was actually something that was pretty recent. A Twitter account that's called @trademark_bot. Okay, so what this Twitter account does, and it's a Japanese Twitter account, so it's a lot of Japanese writing. What you have to do is the language, Japanese language. But there was something that kind of popped up on it that people were like, "Huh, what is that?" And what it was the this trademark was filed September 15th of this year, and what it looks like is a Game Boy. Okay, Nintendo Game Boy, which actually was a great system. I love that console. I loved playing on the Game Boy. A lot of great games on that. And it would probably be the next in line to get one of those mini or classic or whatever you want to call it type mantras. What do you think of this, Verlaine? Is this something that you look forward to? And if it is, what games do you want to see on it?
All right, look. If they make a fucking mini of a portable, like, to me, that's redundant. Like, in a day and age where, well, I guess it might make sense, where phones were big.
Think about it.
And then everybody wanted the smallest phones. And now everybody wants them to be big again. It would have to be the size of a keychain, A, and here's the selling point. The only selling point. It has to be dot matrix. It can't be some emulation. It will never look the same unless it's dot matrix, which means they would have to start manufacturing the actual screens again. You know what I'm saying? That was a certain screen for the Game Boy. Now, if it was the Game Boy Advance, fuck them, because was the Game Boy Micro, which was a Game Boy Advance really small. Even having built-in games, like something like this, I loved taking Game Boy cartridges and putting them in and taking them out of my Game Boy. It felt awesome.
It could if it did. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I understand exactly what
locking
you mean.
it in. And I don't know. The only way I would buy something like this is if it was a watch. If they made a watch
that's interesting too.
That was a Game Boy, at least a Game Boy Advance, I would do it for sure.
Oh,
this
kind of cool.
To me, it seems redundant.
I don't know, but okay. So if this did happen, what kind of games would you like? It would need to be on there. Tetris would be one.
Metroid.
I think that's A1. That's one, and then
Tetris,
Super Mario Land,
Metroid, Zelda.
Yep.
Excite Bike, that was on there, right? Castlevania.
Any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Ninja Turtles, definitely. There's a game I played. I don't know how many people played it. It was The Flash, and it was based on the Flash TV series from the 90s.
Okay, I remember that show. Actually.
It was sweet because remember, did you watch that show? Or you
yeah, definitely. Okay,
remember how his weakness would be him eating. Like, he had to always eat to fuel himself. Right. So in the game, you would have, like, flash speed and shit, and it was like a side scrolling one, but you would constantly have to get food from like vending machines and shit to keep your energy. I just remember it was sweet. I loved playing it, but I was like 12 or something. That's one I would want on there.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are saying that they believe it's going to be the 64 because there was a trademark for the 64 controller, but no sign of any console yet. So at this point, it looks like the Game Boy might be the next in line. You heard it here first. That's what I'm thinking.
I think I don't know. I mean, a 64 might be cool, but now you're getting into the area where I could just go and fucking buy one still from a used
that's true. Yeah, because it's not that old yet.
Right. And I'd get a hell of a deal just because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. Well, but look for that. I think that will be the next one. I think that's what we're looking at. So, also there something that came out this past week that I know, Verlaine, you kind of want to get into. I haven't even gotten a chance to update it yet. The Xbox One got an update for its actual Xbox, not like a game update, an Xbox update.
Yeah.
Verlaine, you've been using it. What have you kind of seen as something different? What's going on?
Well, there's a lot of differences. I only use it for a little bit. There's videos of it. There's just a couple things I want to hit on. We mentioned it a while ago, like, why the fuck are they doing this? Right? When people get used to what they change it again, and not a subtle change. It's way different. A little better. You can pin a lot more.
Can I tell you what it looks like?
Yeah.
It looks like PlayStation.
It works like PlayStation, like the sideways instead. But it's not totally. It's
I
not.
know.
Don't listen to Dave. It's not. Instead of
know.
vertical
What is it?
on the sidebar, you're moving through the menus horizontally. The only
right.
features that I really want to point out is you can now you can assign your game captures to an external drive, and so you don't fill up your hard drive on the Xbox. But if you have an external, and you might as well just put the games on there. I don't know, especially Xbox One when they come out. That's how they're going to transfer. Biggest thing that they should have had a long time ago is you can now use with Mixer streaming an external USB camera. So you don't have to have the Kinect anymore to broadcast video. You can use a USB camera. And I think that's sweet. You can't use it like my camera has audio, like a mic. Most cameras have mics on them. You can't use the mic. It's only the camera. You still need a headset to communicate and to broadcast audio. That's a feature they should have always had. I'm glad that they have it. However, I mean, fucking Mixer. I mean, I want Mixer to succeed, but, Microsoft has a track record.
It's just Microsoft, though. That's hard to do.
The only thing they do right is Xbox.
Yep.
Just Xbox. Like, the features and shit on Xbox, they don't do right at all. Just the fact that Xbox can play games is what they do right.
Yep. And they're good
so
games.
yeah,
Yeah, of course they are.
It's like a 700 meg download.
Oh, go ahead.
So everybody, if you haven't yet, because like mine's set to automatically, but it didn't anyways, check it and update it, and give yourself time if you plan on playing.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Doody and this doody.
The more you know.
All right. Well, speaking of the Xbox, there is an actual Easter egg inside. There's actually one inside the Xbox One S. And if you guys knew about it, it's actually a little picture of Master Chief inside the console. So he's always like, making sure everything's good. So, but with that, the Microsoft peeps decided to kind of follow suit of that console. And really, you got a picture of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's as you can see, if you're not watching live, you can kind of look at it online. But it's a picture of Master Chief riding a Scorpion. That is the Scorpio kind of code name.
Yeah.
Project Scorpio. I think it's cool. I think look how cute he is. He is inside on like a on the actual circuit board. Yeah.
I think it's why.
I don't know.
Why?
It's just like
hey,
that's
I
ours.
made this. Here's my stamp. But then why go out and like announce it like it's a huge thing? Because guess what? There's people out there that are going to take this thing apart and void their warranty just to see this effing thing. What if there isn't one? Because nobody's like, I'm not taking my thing apart to see it.
Yeah, right?
Can I sue them if I do?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this worked. Oh, well, you opened it. Well, you told me that there was in here, and I wanted to see it.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was real, dude. Fake news, dog.
Fake news, dog.
Here's something that's not fake. Crossplay. Now, crossplay is a big thing going around in the video game community right now. And the only real game that is true crossplay is Minecraft. Minus PlayStation, every version can play with each other now. Even on Xbox One, there is an Xbox. It's confusing. There's one that says Xbox Live on it. It's like a newer one, and I think you have to buy it if you don't own Minecraft, or if you do own it, it's free. Whatever. It's an actual different game, and it's servers, and it's like all these different kind of like survival games and everything that would be on a PC, modded skins, all that shit is allowed in this game. With playing that version, you can play with people on the mobile, on PC, on Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Second game coming out. This game is pretty much hopefully going to get Sony to do something smart. This game will have crossplay between the Xbox One, the PC, and the Nintendo Switch. It's called Crazy Justice. It's a third-person shooter, which is sweet. All right? Even for Nintendo Switch, like, this could be the biggest game they have, because this game will make them feel like they're
Online
on level ground and playing, and
For the
real
first
gamers. Like, I would buy a Nintendo Switch, not for this game. That came out wrong. If I had a Nintendo Switch, I would definitely get this game just so that I would feel like a real gamer.
Yeah.
Playing a real game that other gamers who shun us for being just kids, we'll be playing with them. And that's a good thing. But PS4 still has yet to like flip the switch, which they say it's not that easy, yet Fortnite had it.
Yeah, Fortnite did it. Like, oh, okay, it wasn't that easy. So, okay.
You had stuff on that. I did not.
What's that?
On PlayStation, like somebody made a statement.
The PlayStation. Well, it's not exactly the PlayStation talking about, because PlayStation really won't talk about it. I don't think it's even on their radar. Like, they want anything to do with it. They want to be their own, and okay, that's fine. But in a recent interview with Phil Spencer, like the boss of Xbox, I guess he told GameStop. Like, I don't even know where this kind of interview happened, but there was what he said is that, it says, we talk to Sony all the time. He said with Minecraft on PlayStation, we have to be one of the biggest games on their platform in terms of sales and gameplay. Same with Nintendo. The relationship with Nintendo on this front has been strong. They've been great supporters, and we continue to collaborate with them. But I think Sony's view is different. They should talk about what their view is. So he's just pretty much reiterating that, PlayStation is like out. Like, I don't want to be friends with you. Like, yeah. So I don't know if that is like, because you're talking about them doing a smart thing. It could be a smart thing that they're doing now. So I don't really know the ins and outs and the actual. Hey, what's up, Mad Boy in the chat? I don't really know the ins and outs of exactly what goes into doing crossplay. Obviously, like you said, Fortnite did it. It seemed pretty simple. So I don't know what the hang up is with it, but I don't know if we're ever going to find out, or if this is ever going to come through. So
I don't know. I don't know what, I guess from what I know, it's like PlayStation doesn't want, they want to make money,
mm-hmm.
and Xbox and Microsoft are more about the gamers, and they're finding other ways to get the money. I mean, that's explained in backwards compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought any game, it's yours again. You don't have to rebuy it. And eventually all the games are going to work on the system. And Xbox, the original Xbox, is right around the corner.
Yeah.
People are saying possibly by the end of the year, with the release of the Xbox One X, could come backwards compatibility to the Xbox original. So if you own any of those games, you're going to be able to play them on the Xbox One, on the Xbox One X. They're not charging you again. They're letting you play online with these games, which is re-energizing all the servers. They found that, putting Modern Warfare on backwards compatibility, it became one of the most played games. Yep. So people are playing these games. They want to add the value to the games that they already paid for, and this is doing it. And it's building that bond where it's like, I'm not afraid to buy digitally because I know that I will truly own that game forever. On PlayStation, if I buy something from their store on my PlayStation 3 and I get PlayStation 4, I can't play it, unless it ends up on Now, which I have to subscribe to.
Right.
So it does show. I mean, yeah, look, all companies want to make money, obviously, but Microsoft, even Nintendo, they have a different agenda, and they probably are attracting flies with honey and not dog shit. On the reverse, you can say, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say one fly that they have attracted. They actually Nintendo's in talks with Ed Boon to try to get Injustice 2 on the Switch. So
yes. See, and then if that happens, yes,
Xbox 2, we'll see.
It could happen. And that builds a family because look, people are loyal to whatever they're loyal to, and it's only based on the fact that that's what they bought. You know, there's more than just the fact that you love PlayStation. Because look, a lot of you PlayStation fanboys don't really know PlayStation, because if you're that passionate about the PlayStation 4, you didn't live through everything else. I think that this kind of eliminates that, and it's not like, hey, if I'm playing with somebody on PlayStation, I'm not going to buy a PlayStation now. That's what your exclusive games are for. You know, that's for what everything else comes down to. So I don't know. Maybe they're playing the VIP card like, hey, exclusive, you know, you can't play with anyone but PlayStation people, but you're playing with power.
You're playing with power. Yeah, and if you didn't grow up with that, then you have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know. I see it as a good thing to allow crossplay with certain games. You know, games that mouse and keyboard versus controller won't have any effect, and that's the only thing, really.
Yeah.
I'm excited, though.
So
I'll definitely check out this game.
That is going to be probably the last video game stuff. Do you have anything else you want to add for video game? Because I got some movie.
Happy birthday, PlayStation VR.
Oh yeah, happy birthday! Oh, it's one. Oh, how cute! Look at him.
And from what I've read, and I'm not going to get into, there are about 60 games planned for the next year of PlayStation VR. A lot of cool horror games coming out like this monthishly. And by the way, the Turing Test is the new free game, Games with Gold Xbox One. I haven't played it. I did download it. Go download it. It's available now. I don't know what they took off.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There is so some movie stuff. Actually coming out, I believe next week is Thor Ragnarok, right? That's really soon. Ragnarok. The one trailer that I saw that I was kind of like, what the hell is going on? I don't know if you got a chance to look at it. And we'll get into Black Panther in a second. It's a new X-Men movie. Did you happen to see this trailer by any chance? It's called The New Mutants.
Oh, really? I haven't seen the trailer. I didn't mean to sound that excited about it. Sorry.
Okay. Oh no, it's fine. It is actually a horror movie. This is what they're saying. This is what Marvel Studios is saying, that they're actually making a horror X-Men movie. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't hate the idea, but like this really gives them another layer of what Marvel is about, I think. Obviously, you read comic books and the heinous and disgusting things that happen in like in different stories in comic books, you don't usually see that on TV or on the big screen. Now that I feel like they're getting into a different route. I don't know. I just think this might be a cool thing. Yeah, it's called. If you haven't seen the trailer, it's called X-Men: The New Mutants.
Okay. Who's doing this? The Marvel, Disney, like Marvel Studios, or Sony?
Yeah, I want to say it's Marvel.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Let me double check on that. Go ahead. Yeah.
I need to see this trailer because and it pains the shit out of me. I had like the entire collection of the New Mutants comics from like number 1 to like number 50 or something.
Right.
And I read through them. And I never understood it, ever. And that's where cable came from, I believe. So this being a horror genre, just based on my memories of this and how, I don't know if it was just so dark and twisted I didn't understand, or if it was just, I don't know what it was. It might work. But I don't know. If it's Sony, or wait, no. Who does Deadpool? Fox or Sony?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at movies. As far as that information goes.
If it's the same company, they could tie in. But yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't really remember them, but I remember they're, old.
They're feds.
They're from a while ago.
The actual characters in the movie is Magic,
Yes.
Wolfsbane,
Wolfsbane, I remember.
Cannonball,
Cannonball. Oh yes, you're jogging my memory, dude.
and Mirage.
Mirage, all right.
Okay, and then I don't. What is this? Sunspot? Roberto da
Sunspot.
Costa. Sunspot.
Uh-huh. Cannonball.
Yeah. So that's kind of all I see for now.
No, you can't do this movie as a horror movie. These are like the only horrific person there would be Wolfsbane and that robot.
No, I don't know.
Magic is almost
I
like
don't know a lot
Dazzler.
I don't know a lot about the story.
And Cannonball is like a fucking cannonball. He flies and
Okay.
I don't know.
Cannonball. The fucking cannonball.
Yeah, he's got the power of a cannonball.
Yeah. Cannonball. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to see more about this. It looks interesting. I think I'll definitely go see it. I haven't really missed anything Marvel related in a while. So, also, speaking of Marvel, let's do it now. The Black Panther finally it reared its ugly head. I don't know. You can call it ugly. I don't care.
It's head. Pantherific.
The Black Panther is going to be in theaters September 16th. Or no, February 16th of next year. They released the trailer today. Yes, today. Hey, the 16th of October. And I want to hear what you had to say because I have an opinion, but I know you with superheroes, and I can never tell what you're thinking. So I know you about it, but I don't know.
I've never, just like the Avengers. Like the Avengers was Marvel's gamble. They didn't own the rights to any of the super hot popular comic book characters, so they took what they own the rights to, and it failed all the time and made a movie, and it blew everybody out of the water. I think this is a character that doesn't need to be. I don't really understand. Like, I get he has that suit that's like vibranium.
Right.
But what else about, like, I don't understand why he can fall from a skyscraper and live and run as fast as cars. You know,
It's the suit, man.
They never got, no, because he was doing that. Remember,
We're gonna learn about this. We're gonna learn all
Right.
about this in the movie.
So-
I don't know what you're so worried
Right.
about.
Because I'm just not a fan of the Black Panther that I'm a fan of is the one that was in Marvel Zombies. And that's where I hoped
Okay.
this would lead, would be Marvel Zombies. He's the main guy of Marvel Zombies. When I saw this trailer, all I could think was fucking The Fast and the Furious. It was nothing but him versus cars. And I get it, but they did this already in Civil War when he was chasing after Bucky. They did it.
Yeah, but
did
we
the
don't
car
know
thing.
anything about it. This is an
Right.
origin story.
But I'm just basing it on the trailer. That's what I was thinking. That's why when I didn't mean to say I didn't like it. I just don't. To me, it was a different kind of trailer. It was all over the fucking place.
Well,
I
yeah.
couldn't see a tie into anything that I knew.
Keep in mind, it's only the first
Right.
trailer.
And once they
They
start
always
showing
do
more-
that with the first trailer.
Yeah, but that's all I could
You know,
think was there was an awful lot of car chase scenes that they were showing us. Even if it was just one, it was just a lot. It looked sweet. What they were doing
Yeah.
looked sweet. It was Marvel, but it was just, I don't know. It's the first movie that right now I'm not excited about. I didn't watch that trailer and at the end get excited and punch midair. If that makes sense. Like, yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
like yeah,
Fisting
like-
the invisible.
like Tiger Woods did. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I see this. I guess I look beyond what you're looking at. I think this is something that because when he did enter the Avengers movie, we were all kind of like, who the hell is this? Like, if you don't really know who any of the Avengers, I mean, most people don't. Most people just go, oh, it's Liam Hemsworth, let's go watch him.
Yeah.
Or oh, it's or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really know the storyline. But a lot of those people want to know who that guy is and where he came from. So I really think there's definitely legs in this story, and I want to see more about it. I think this is I think this might be one of those sleepers. You know what I mean? That you were like, I don't know, and then when you see it, you're like, holy shit! Like, and I really believe that. I mean, it's almost like what was the last one that I really kind of feel like that Ant-Man. Like I didn't think I was just like, we'll
true,
see.
you're
I
right.
guess Ant-Man, whatever. And then after I watched it, I was like, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
Like that was awesome. I was totally into it. So and then Michael B. Jordan is playing the bad guy, which is awesome. So I can't wait to see that.
Whoever that is.
He played
Is he Michael Jordan's son?
no. He played Creed in the
I
new
haven't seen that yet, but okay.
Creed movie, whatever. Yeah. So he's a great actor. I'd like to see it. And then Forrest Whitaker, of course. Why not?
Why not?
So I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I think this will be one of those movies I'll probably see at least the first week. I don't know about I'm not usually an opening day type guy, but first week I'm interested. Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Have you seen Wonder Woman yet?
No.
Yeah, you suck. You suck.
One day I will. It's DC, and I
One
play video
day.
games. It's so hard for me to watch anything.
I know. I'm just.
I was watching
Just
X-Men because it was on TV, and I didn't realize
You're watching what? Sorry, you cut out.
X-Men, and I didn't realize that the Wolverine was such like that. It really was like the Days of Future Past is a sequel to that. I had no because Days of Future Past was going on, and I'm like, I couldn't think why he has the bone claws because they never did the real thing. And then I watched the Wolverine again when dude slices off his claws, and I'm like, gotcha. That's how, and they kept it, and that's what. I hate Bone Claw Wolverine, by the way.
But then, have you seen Logan?
I haven't seen Logan.
See, now you're gonna be pissed. So there you go. That's fine. It's okay. But you're not mad yet because you haven't seen it yet.
What did they do it? Did he get his shit sucked out by Magneto?
I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Oh, that'd be so
How about that?
All right. Yeah, I'll see that.
The movie's been out. Go watch it.
No.
The movie's is already on Blu-ray. Go get it. Yeah, whatever. I know. You'd rather play video games, and I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah.
It's okay. But who are we to talk about? Brucey B is usually the movie guy. So, but we like movies. We like nerdy movies. So there it is. So, all right, Verlaine, anything else you want to add to the show? The big show, the really big show?
No.
All right.
Nothing.
Well, thank you for listening. Please do us a favor. If you are going to Comic-Con, any Wizard World Comic-Con in the next year, and you want to save some money, save a little bit of casharoo, when you go online and buy your tickets in the coupon area, don't forget to type in Game Fix Show. You're going to get yourself 10% off your admission inside Wizard World Comic-Con. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So do that. Also follow us on Twitter at Game Fix Show. And Brucey B, what do you got to say for yourself?
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Peace.
See ya.
Love you.
Adios, turd nuggets.